Welcome back, beautiful people, to She's Not Done Yet, the podcast for women who know their story isn't finished. Today, we're tackling a question that's just as real as that first gray hair. Are we just getting older, or are we getting better? And I'm your host, Theresa. Let's dig in. Let's be honest, aging is inevitable, but growing better is a choice. And today, we're choosing better with a smile and a little wisdom. Here's a little eye-opening fact to kick us off. According to a survey of more than 6,000 midlife women, 42% of them rated their overall health as just okay or worse, despite many making efforts towards self-care. And did you know that by the time we're 50 or we're in that mid-age range, a lot of us start to settle. And we just start thinking, okay, we're getting older. We start accepting things just as they happen. But the real secret is that we have a choice. We can actually get better, not just older. So today, we're diving into how we do exactly that. Aging isn't just a number. It's a mindset shift. And I know you've heard the old adage, age ain't nothing but a number. But it's a very important number. It's how many years you've had to take care of yourself. Today, we're challenged with that whole narrative. But because something is better, it's possible. And that's what we're going to do today. Here's the deal. A lot of folks think aging means watching the clock tick or counting up your years. But guess what? You're not just aging, you're actually upgrading. Think of yourself like a premium edition that just keeps getting those little life updates. We're talking about flipping the script on aging and choosing to grow better instead of just older. I always visualize the birthday cards. Like I've gone now that I'm about to be 60, but for all of my friends that are even anywhere near 50, when you find the greeting cards, it's someone climbing over a hill, or it says, oh, you're over the hill, or it's a person climbing up with a pick or whatever axe, and then they're going downhill, like descending. And to me, that posture is so demeaning because it positions you for failure. Like you're going down to nothing. So I'm more determined now than ever that I am forever climbing the hill. I'm always going up, getting better and higher every day. Now, will I eventually slow down? Absolutely. But what that looks like to me, it doesn't look like going over the hill, going down. It looks like continually climbing up, stopping to pause, smell the roses, chill out, go on vacation, but not just laying down until I die. So right now, let's flip this script. You're asking me, so Theresa, how do we do that? How do we choose to get better and not just older? There are 3 points that I want to make today. The first is perspective, the second is choices, and the third is compassion. First, let's talk about perspective. If you see every year as a chance to learn something new, to evolve, you're not aging, you're actually evolving. It's like fine wine, it gets better with time, and you just have some wrinkle lines and some laugh lines with it. But it's just the fact that I'm looking at it differently. You have to change that mindset of, oh my goodness, I'm getting older. And I actually literally think now I'm getting better. I'm getting better. I have more wisdom than I've had growing up. Now I look back at things and there's a certain level of maturity and soberness that I can look at things. And it's like, I get it now. Now that with this age comes wisdom, with this age comes experiences. I think of like, when you ever go to if you wear glasses or if you've been to optometrist for an evaluation, an examination, they'll put, letters before you, and then they'll put a lens or a machine in front of you, and they'll say, is it clearer here or is it clearer here? They'll change your perspective. Is it clearer here or can you see better here? That's our choice. In our life, we have that choice. And that's the second thing I want to talk about, our choices. You can't control getting older, but you can absolutely control how you grow and how you see yourself growing. The choice of making the decision to get better, that's totally in your hands. Like you may not necessarily gain strength, but you have a choice to if you want. I am getting stronger every day. I go to the gym now 5 days a week, and I am literally getting stronger. There are things that, I don't know if you work out, but I couldn't do a burpee 5 months ago. I was doing throw-uppies. Like you get down and try to jump. First of all, I couldn't jump down into a plank and then jump back up. I couldn't do that. It was like I got down in parts, like left leg, right leg, back. In parts, like I could not do a burpee to save my life. I can do a burpee today. Now, it's not pretty. It's not a burpee at 25 years old, but I can do one. I am literally, my body is physically getting stronger because I made a choice that I'm going to get better. Maybe you have an ailment. Maybe you're incapacitated in some way and your physical strength can't increase, but maybe you learn a new hobby. What about sharpening your brain? I talk to my mom all the time about playing her Minecraft games and mindset games and different things that I put on her phone. And she's like, I'm not playing all these games. I'm going to read my Bible and I'm going to be all right. And I'm like, Mom, you have to do more than just read your Bible. And I think of it from that perspective of maybe you're not going to do the physical strength. Maybe my mom will never at 84 years old ever do a burpee, but she can strengthen her mind. You can learn something new, pick up a new routine, or just choose to laugh at the little things that you can't control over the years passing. And that takes me into compassion. I look at aging, and it can be a journey of self-compassion, but it's the decision to look at it and forgive yourself. Give yourself grace and kindness for the things that you can't do like you used to, and celebrate the wisdom that you've gained along the way. My mom comes to stay with me a few months out of the year, and she's always trying to be mommy. Like it's just in her to do. But like we'll come back to my condo, have groceries. I have a wagon for carrying my groceries because I have 50 bags. But now I've lived long enough in condos and apartments where I can bring up 48 bags in one trip. And so my mom will be like grabbing bags and pick. I'm like, what are you doing? Just be 84 and have the mindset like, okay, let me let my child get this. All right, Theresa, Tracy, Teeny, bring up the bags. But she doesn't do that. And I'm like, Mom, grow old gracefully. Just have compassion on yourself. And the crazier part is, I'll tell her, now you have all these bags. Now you got to balance yourself and try not to fall going up this elevator, carrying all this stuff. And it's like, you can't do everything, but be compassionate on yourself. It's okay. It's okay to not have the physical strength of a 40-year-old because you're no longer 40 years old. Duh. But have compassion. Grow old gracefully. Grow old kindly towards your body. I always say that there are little things that change about you every day, and you just embrace them. My gray hair, and I've not dyed my hair. People are like, my sister, baby sister Rocky, who's 10 years younger than me, and if I'm about to be 60, you know how old she is, but we're not gonna tell her age. She has more gray than I do, and it could be from her husband and kids, and I don't have husband and child, but she embraced her gray. Like her hair is amazingly beautiful. She wears it natural and it's just gorgeous. And I want that salt and pepper look, but I don't have it. But when it comes now, the gray hairs I do have, can you go to a close up? Let me see. They're not unruly today because that good gel is on them. And I need to tell you guys about, I think, is it Lather and Bask? I should really partner with them because when I tell you it lays down my edges, but my gray hair is unruly. It will lay down and then it'll be one that sticks up like, yeah, we here. You just wanted to make sure you knew you were 59. Oh, okay. I'm not going to lay down. I'm going to be here so you can see me. And my gray hair is just, it revolts against me all the time, but I don't go and dye it, or I should try to put a baby relaxer on it. A kid's perm. I might do that. But anyway, I digress. My gray hair is so unruly, but I've embraced it. I'm having compassion on myself. Theresa, you're about to be 60 years old. You're going to have gray hair. And I love it, but I wish it would grow. It would be dope if I had, like, it just grew in my part, Or like I see some people, they have just one crown of gray. It's so gorgeous when they wear their hair out. Or I love salt and pepper. But anyway, my gray is coming in, and one day I'm going to rock it whenever it gets here. And I have a lot. It's just when it's laid down, you really can't see it. But anyway, I've had compassion on myself growing older, as you should. Let me tell you this personal story. And I always, I let you guys in, so you already know where I am. But when at the top of this year in January, when I laid in my bed and I was like, I felt every bit of 59 turning 60, if not turning 99, my body was really doing its thing because I wasn't taking care of it. And so on my personal journey of getting better, I was like, I'm not only going to physically get better, I'm going to posture my entire life for better. So this podcast was born out of that. And it was challenging to get this podcast started. And of course, we had a studio, and I learned everything that I could, but I invested in my own studio. I am a graduate of YouTube University. I've watched every video on DaVinci Resolve 18 on editing. And I'm not perfect, but I'm learning a whole new skill. I've learned how to be a videographer, an editor, a producer, a writer. This is a whole new world for me. And I'm still a realtor. I still work at my church full time. I'm still the COO of the Moore Group Enterprises, but I'm making a choice to show up wiser, smarter, better, stronger today, as long as I can. It's revealed new talent in me. And I realize now that I'm not just aging, I'm leveling up. Like, I'm a better Theresa. I don't know about you all, but this is Theresa Thomas 2.0. And I'm excited about this next phase of my life, this next chapter. I'm not over the hill, getting ready to smack 60 in the face, but I am coming in with a vengeance. Hello? Let me ask you a question. It's a one answer question. One answer. One word. It's a one word answer. Are you getting older, or are you getting better? I'm going to let you spend some time with that. And be honest, because some people, I think if you would ask me in January, I'm getting older. But I'm not just getting older. I am getting better. And let's do a faith focus so we can put some word to it. Proverbs 16:31 says, gray hair is a crown of glory. So every year is another layer of that glorious crown. When you see your gray hair coming through, it's just your crown shining through. Embrace that. The word tells us we're going to get gray. You know you can't work against it. We're not Benjamin Buttons going backwards. We are literally doing what our bodies were called to do. If we live long enough, my mom always says, Lord's willing. If the Lord's willing, I'll be here till 99. I will not probably be able to do a burpee at 99. I might have to get down in parts, but I might try. But I am literally getting stronger and stronger every day. But what I can control, I'm controlling. And another thing that helps me envision it and see is always writing it down. Let's do a journal jot. And if you haven't received I'm sure you've ordered your journal already, for those of you who are journaling with me. But if you've not, you can go to sndy.com and get sndypodcast.com and get your journal. And there are some amazing colors. There's a beautiful blue, a deep red, a beautiful purple, and my favorite, this dark green. But let's do a journal jot moment for a second. And I love journaling with you. I write in my journal, not even every day, but when I do write, it's usually longer than a few pages. But today's journal jot is taking a moment, and I want you just to reflect on a choice you've made that helped you grow better rather than just older. Maybe it's taking your medicine. Maybe it's drinking more water. Maybe it's walking. Whatever it is, maybe it's just a small little habit, a new mindset, or even a decision to learn something new or let go of something old. Take a moment and write that down, and let's journal it and put it on this day that you write it, whatever day it is for you. And let's let it be a marker of where we were on this day, and then when we come back, where we've gone. So again, just a small moment, reflect on a choice you've made recently that you made a decision to do something to help you grow better rather than just older. Let me write mine down. And I think that for a lot of us, you can say, I can't think of anything. The fact that you're watching this podcast, this is something, maybe it's entertaining for you. I hope it's informational. I've really studied my journey to 60. I've looked into, oh my word, like what can I do to make myself better? What can I do? Studying, you know what? I'm going to write that down too. Studying as well. I study. The Bible says study to show yourself approved. But I study, the effects aging can have on a body. So I'm giving myself more knowledge of what it is that I need to do, where I've been, and how I can improve my life. But I want you to take that, write it down, go back to it later on. And then next week, I want you to look at it and see where you've come from there. Write it down and celebrate that one little choice, that step towards becoming your best self. Okay, before we wrap up, let's speak some affirmations over our life. Repeat after me. I hope you can say these out loud. I ask every week that you say them out loud, but if you can, let's do it. But 1, I choose growth over aging. I'm becoming wiser and stronger and better, and I choose to grow over just age. Number 2, my years are not a weight. They are a gift, and I carry them with grace, purpose, and power. And lastly, number 3, I am not just getting older. I am stepping into the best, boldest, and brightest version of me. I trust this has been a great show for you today. And if you've heard something in this episode that resonated with you, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. I'd love for you to leave a comment for me. If you want to ask a question or send me any information, you can do so at info@sndypodcast.com. But please subscribe to YLC TV if you've not already. We're so close to 100,000 followers. I think we're like at 96,600 followers. But please, if you will, follow me. I'm on all social media platforms as Miss TFT. I'd love to hear from you. And I want you to remember, you're not just getting older, you're getting better. Let's build this community of amazing women who are not all about growing, but growing together and growing better together, because she's not done yet.